Good morning and welcome to WFMS. We're getting the news out to you. Mrs. Empson, who has it better than Franklin Middle School?
Nobody.
That's right. Good morning, everyone. Today is Wednesday, December 2nd, and today we have a special guest on with us, none other than 8th grade literature teacher. This is Mrs. Empson, live via Zoom from her, looks like kitchen. Are you in your kitchen right now, Mrs. Empson?
I am in my kitchen. I see
All right.
our Santa Claus there on the back door.
And we're very happy to have her here today. And she's going to talk a little bit about cheerleading today because she's our cheer coach. So students, bear with us here as we load up our slide. Yes, A-Day students, you're asynchronous. And on Wednesdays, B-Day students, you're synchronous. Regardless if you're an A-Day student or B-Day student, we're making sure that we go to each of our teachers' Canvas pages at the prescribed time. All right, talk to me about this welcoming ritual.
Okay, if you could invent one thing to make your life easier, what would it be? Oh, man. You know, Mr. Davis, I think mine would have to be something about parenting, like maybe having some sort of machine that magically helped my kids with their homework so I didn't have to.
Well, I was thinking about an invention that already exists that I didn't know existed or actually didn't have, and that's an air fryer. And I'm thinking an air fryer is the one thing that I could not live without that I wish I would have invented. It's a game changer, air fryer. That's a tough one.
I don't have one.
What would I invent? Time machine? I don't know. But students, think about that, ponder that, marinate on that, see what you think. If you could invent one thing to make your life easier, what would it be?
All right, we have some important dates for students coming up. Now through December 21st, we are holding our FMS food drive. And then winter break starts on the 22nd and goes all the way through January 4th, 2021.
Yep. Take a look here. We've been talking it up. The cans start coming in. We've gotten a couple checks that have come in. Want to say thank you to students, thank you to staff, thank you to parents. And as we approach this holiday season, Franklin Middle School is going to partner with Grace Lutheran Food Pantry. We've done this for years and years and years. And we collect cans and non-perishable. And of course, check and cash. And we are going to make a donation. And that donation in years past has been anywhere close on average to 5,000 cans and non-perishables. And if you're needing an example of some of the things to bring in, we've got a good smattering of examples here in the graphic below. Peanut butter, macaroni and cheese, green bean, corn, tomato soup, cream of mushroom. Lots of different choices, lots of different options. If you want to bring in one can, donate 1/4. We have talked a little bit about the power that cash donation, it allows Grace Lutheran Food Pantry to make the purchase that they need for their specific food pantry. So if you'd like to help, please consider doing so. And if you need us to pick it up, we can do that at 217-787-3006. And here's what's also cool. We're going to do a little bit of a prize drawing for any student who donates. You'll be entered in a chance to win Baskin-Robbins $5 gift card. Then you can go get some ice cream for your good deed. We want you to consider doing it not just for the ice cream or chance at ice cream. We want you to do it because it's a good thing to do to help our community.
You know what, Mr. Davis, when I was a kid, I used to go into the pantry and I would find whatever food I didn't like. And then I would donate it to the food drive because then I didn't have to have it for dinner.
Yeah, that's sometimes what happens. What we want to consider is people doing something similar or different, which is to think about things that a way they could help. So like
my mom used to always buy the big cans of Dinty Moore beef stew because she said that was a whole meal for a family.
Yep. There's definitely things that go fast at the food pantries. And it's one of the nice things about that cash donation. I know that kind of is a little cringy to talk about, like donating cash, but our community needs it. And I know Grace Lutheran Food Pantry helps so many families. All right, my favorite slides of the day. Here is the 6th grade daily schedule. It is Wednesday. Yes, all day it's Wednesday. And here is your daily schedule. And of course, we want you to go to your teacher's Canvas pages at these prescribed times. 7th grade, yep, this is your daily schedule. And we would like for you to go to each of your teacher's Canvas pages at these prescribed times. 8th grade, we've made a small adjustment to your daily schedule. Seemingly is going well. And in your core classes, we're having you Zoom synchronous learning Tuesday through Friday, your AP, math, literature, writing, history, science, departmentalized resource, and guided tutorial. And then your electives in that gray area below, they'll stay the same as they have been. But we want you to go to each of your teacher's Canvas pages at these prescribed times. All right. Mrs. Simpson, talk to us about cheer.
All right, so Mr. Davis, cheerleading, is one of my favorite things, and we get to be there to support our girls and boys basketball teams, and we get to show our own athleticism, and we do special dances and all kinds of exciting things. But this year it's going to look a little bit different since we're not actually at school. We don't even know for sure when or if basketball games will start. So we had to take a different approach this year for the cheerleading squad. So we're still going to have one because we feel like it's an important opportunity for our students to get involved and show their school spirit. But this year we're going to have virtual cheerleading, at least until we can get back safely into the building. So what does that look like? It looks like learning cheers from videos and then having weekly Zoom practices where we can get together and practice our craft. It also means doing things to promote school spirit, like making yard signs or sending encouraging positive notes, maybe creating special cheers for teachers to put in the announcements, things like that. So if a student is interested, any student 6th, 7th, or 8th grade that would like to participate in the cheerleading squad this year, you need to go to my website from the Franklin Middle School homepage under teachers and then Mrs. Empson. And then you'll see this little black blurb there that says FMS cheerleading application. It's on the right-hand side. And you click there and it'll take you to a Google form that you can fill out so that I know that you're interested. A couple of things. We have to have good attendance to be a cheerleader. You have to be going to those Zooms every day, checking Canvas every day. And you have to have good grades because we have to follow eligibility rules. So you need to be passing all of your classes with a C or better. And I want those applications to me by next Monday, the 7th at 3 p.m. And if you have any questions, you can send me an email and I'll be happy to help you out.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. I also know students, for those of you that don't know Mrs. Simpson, they have a lot of fun in cheer. And if you have great ideas, I know she is always one that will listen to that student voice and bring that to the forefront. It might be something where cheering sounds different, looks different, and might start perhaps some new traditions. You never know. So
Definitely.
Looking forward to that. So we'll be broadcasting this. That turn-in date for the application is Monday, December 7th. All right. This is really cool. It's back. I got on there today. Mrs. Simpson got on there today. I saw Mr. Gassy got on there today. Ms. Craddock got on there today. Lots of people, lots of students. The Falcon blog is back. This is brought to you by Mrs. Osmondson. And each day, we want you to check out the daily blog. It's on the right-hand side of the FMS webpage. And you can share your opinion, feelings, thoughts, advice about the daily question. Take some time to read and comment on others' perspectives. Make sure you're logged in before communicating and commenting on that. Students and staff, here's what we're going to do. We want to get this participation up. And if you are getting on that blog, you'll be entered into a drawing, and there will be random drawings for prizes. And the question today is that invention. I'm sure everybody has something they can think of. So today, take a look at that on the Falcon blog and consider responding. Very cool. Shout out time. Boom.
Ooh, I love these. I love these, Mr. Davis. All right, this one goes out to Mrs. Reynolds. She helps me in science, and she is nice. And that's from Bea. And Bea, you are right. Mrs. Reynolds is super nice. I can't think of a nicer person.
Wow, that's a pretty high, holding Mrs. Reynolds in pretty high regard. I agree. She is very nice. All right. Hey, this one is coming from Yasmina. This is a shout out to Mrs. Shaw. I want to give a shout out to Mrs. Shaw because she wakes us up in the morning and makes us smile every morning. And every Friday we have some fun. She is the best AP teacher ever. I would say with being woken up by Mrs. Shaw, I bet you they're doing some singing and something that's full of action. But when I first read that, I was thinking maybe Mrs. Shaw's like rustling people out of bed. And that's a good visual. Mrs. Shaw, if you were doing that, I would be okay with it. So good job. Thank you, Yasmina, for sending that in.
Look, another one from Yasmina. This one is for Mrs. Herbst. I'm giving this shout out to Mrs. Herbst because she is the best ESL teacher ever. She helps me with my English. When I first came to the US, I didn't know any English, and she was very patient with me, and she made my English really good. Thanks, Mrs. Herbst. You are the best teacher that ever existed. Wow.
We've got some high praise going on here, and we love seeing these shout outs. Great job, Yasmina. Great job, Mrs. Herbst. Here we have one for Mrs. Weekly. This one's coming from Lily. I want to give her a shout out because she is very generous, and she always makes me smile when I come to class. It's very nice. Thank you, Lily.
Mrs. Weekly makes me smile too. Mm-hmm. This one is from Elliot. Shout out to Miss Becker. She is always so funny in class and makes me laugh. If I'm feeling sad, she will cheer me up without even knowing it. She is the best. You know what, Mr. Davis, these kids really have gotten to know their teachers well, because I think every one of these shout outs is spot on.
Yep, it's nice to see students. If you're wanting to know how to give a shout out, on the Franklin Middle School webpage, left-hand side, you scroll down a little bit to the left, there's this colorful shout out button. Consider it. It does brighten our day, brightens Teacher's Day, and it's a nice thing to do. Very cool. All right, this is really cool. We have broadcast this. We've had finalists in the past, and this young lady, her name is Mayhair. You've seen her. She's done intramural golf. She's a sixth grader, and she is a finalist for the MLK, that's the Martin Luther King Essay Contest. Now, this sixth grader is going up against stiff competition, and I know she's ready for it, and we want to say congratulations, Mayhair. The video will play at the end of the announcements today. And her teacher, her writing teacher, who helped with the submission was Miss Becker. All right. Kudos to you, Mayhair. All right.
All right. Scholastic Bowl question of the day. This ocean is surrounded by the Ring of Fire volcano system. Think you know the answer? We will share it coming up soon. Do you know, Mr. Davis?
I do believe I know this one. I do.
I think I've got this one too.
Yep. Let's see. And by the way, we don't cheat and look. Somebody said you probably just look. I don't cheat and look. Mrs. Empson would never cheat and look. Oh, no, that would be bad. All right. Plus, what fun would that be? All right. Take a look here at the Math Bahrain teaser of the day. All right. Find the mean of the prime numbers in this set. 15, 17, 19, 20, and 21. Find the mean of the prime numbers in this set. That answer will be coming up here shortly.
Mr. Gass would be proud of me. I can do this one.
Yeah, I think I got this one too, without a calculator, but a calculator would be helpful. Mm-hmm. All right.
Ooh, word of the day. Imperious. Having or showing arrogant superiority. It was a little scary how quickly he flipped from friendly to imperious. That just sounds kind of dark and twisty.
Not a quality we would want. Maybe in a character in a book from your literature class could be imperious, but we would never want a student to be imperious.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Take a look here. We've got our This Day in History, December 2nd, all the way back in 1823. Seventh grade U.S. history classes, you'll be learning about the Monroe Doctrine. And on this date, 1823, that's when it was declared, the Monroe Doctrine. Bad jokes.
A bicycle can't stand alone. It's just too tired.
Miss Simpson, you know what I'm tired of?
Bad jokes.
You got it.
Mm-hmm. And
the consecutive streak of bad jokes just keep coming. I wish we could say we could do something about it, but at this point, they just keep coming. Shout out to Miss Craddock, though. I want to give Miss Craddock a shout out. She sent me I think it was called a Padlet. She sent me a Padlet. Her students had submitted a ton of bad jokes to a Padlet, and I got a chance. Those were actually good, bad jokes. So good job, Miss Craddock. Thank you for sharing those. All right, take a look here. We've got one birthday today. Happy birthday to Tyus Morgan.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
All right, weather. It is not too bad for the first week of December. I'll take it. We've got 46 degrees today and then 43 and 42 for the rest of the week. So anytime I don't have to scrape ice off my windshield, I'm okay.
You know what? 40s in December, we'll take it. And as I've mentioned before, there's nothing we can do about the weather anyways, except deal with it. And that's what we're doing. All right, take a look here. Ring of Fire. That is in the Pacific Ocean. And the mean of those numbers, that set of numbers, in the math brain teaser of the day, that was 18. And as we prepare for a productive day, let us observe a moment of silence. Now let us rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, take a look. We've got some more digital artwork.
That's cool.
This was submitted from Leah. Very cool. It looks like a dragon. Like a dragon in the rain. Got some lightning and thunder. Very, very cool.
Look at its eye.
Yeah, I know. The eye of the dragon. Almost as cool as the falcon. Almost. Close. Probably cooler in most people's minds except mine. All right, Franklin Middle School students and staff, we want you to have a great day. And remember,
it's all about choices.
Read, write, and respond at Franklin Middle School.
It's our focus.